What's up, y'all? It's your girl, holiday season. Holla, 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 holla at me. Okay, yeah, because how y'all been doing? I know it's been a long time, but yeah, y'all just been getting some things together. Make sure I have a nice place to talk to y'all in, a nice calm setting. Make sure I have good energy when I come to you guys and have nice aura. And I just love y'all so much. 77 of us. So guess what? Make sure y'all go ahead on and get into Juno Valentino, and I'm gonna drop this stuff in the description box below, and just like, but you know that ain't about it. So anyway, oh, that's on my hands. But anyway, how y'all been doing? You know I always gotta check up on y'all. So I want to do me a Bible scripture, but I'm sure that we are like, comment, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure y'all go tell a friend to view my stuff, because I know y'all already. All right, that last video got y'all talking, but this right here, make sure y'all go make sure y'all go, you know, purchase this stuff. It's only shipping and handling that you have to pay for. Everything else is free. Make sure that you go. I'm gonna drop a video with all of the details, but yeah, make sure y'all go ahead. So are y'all doing okay? Good. Make sure y'all doing okay. And I also want to give a Bible scripture before I start. But sometimes, you know, it takes a little minute because I want to make sure that I give the right one for each day. So this one is Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, 5th through 6th verse. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and do not lean into your own understanding. In all of your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path. Woo, that was powerful. I already feel it. I feel it. And don't think I'm being funny. I am so serious. Like, it is important that we incorporate these scriptures, because it's an attack on the world. To watch the news, it's all this crazy stuff in the news. You watch anything and it's just all this stuff, you know, like, you just got to stay prayed up. But anyway, without further ado, just say thank you, God. Just say that. It ain't that hard. Just say it. But you know, I'm not putting any belief on anybody. If that's not what you believe in, I understand it. But, you know, that's what I believe in. And I feel like I have to put him first. So even if it's not in the beginning of my my video, it may be at the end, you know, maybe different, because maybe everybody don't want to hear that. And I understand, but it will be incorporated in the video. I'm just saying, gotta say it. What's another thing? Okay, this is a story time about how I was supposed to get into the studio, y'all. I was going through an era where I just thought like I was supposed to be like in the studio and stuff. And oh, I got my sister and my brother name. Y'all see that? Love them so much dearly. But basically, yeah, so I was supposed to get in the studio. So this was like with the girl that I used to like go to work with or whatever, right? So basically when we was it'll be like one night we was out to this like party or whatever, and so she was like, I want to rap. So I was like, okay, go ahead, rap, you know, do your little rap, whatever, right? And I'm gonna rap next. But I didn't think that she knew like I was gonna drop them bars like I did. So she was just like so she went and did hers. Now this girl was good. She was very good at rapping, don't get me wrong. Like, she had them bars. Like, I was like, dang, she made me kind of intimidated a little bit. Like, when she dropped her bars, I was like, ooh, okay. But it was like the people who was around us, I feel like they was kind of making fun of her a little bit. But I didn't see why they were picking on her, because it was just like, she sound good. Like, she even made me want to like really, because I remember even like back when I was younger, I used to write little poems and stuff. Like, my mama used to buy me books and I would write little poems and all this all this little stuff and just be rhyming. Like, I remember I made a doggone a poem about a credit card, and like when I was reading it, everybody was like, good. I mean, it was like, okay. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, now it was my turn to kind of do my rap. And so everybody was like, oh, really? Like, you really did it? Like, you really can do it? I was like, yeah. I was really feeling myself about this rap, y'all. Like, I was just like, yeah, let me, you know, do whatever, right? So the girl, like, after that, she kind of like got closer to me and stuff. So I was like, okay, like, we can be close or whatever, right? And so she was like, when you want to like meet up to kind of work on stuff or whatever, because she had already like had her stuff going in a way, but I could tell like she was kind of stagnant a little bit. It wasn't nothing wrong with that because I wasn't doing anything but like one social media platform at this time. I ain't gonna say which platform because it's too much information, but I was just like, but it was a good little bit of people, more people than kind of what like she had, but it was just like, this girl, when I tell y'all she could rap, she really could, but I kind of feel like you played in my face a little bit. But and like I used to allow this stuff, and that just gets on my nerves that I allowed it, but it happens to the best of us. You know, God ain't put us on this earth to just not do anything. You know, like, we all got to go through stuff and learn from it. And I've learned from so much stuff. That's why I sit up here and tell y'all these stories. So, okay, so the one day, like, the first day we was going to get up together, she was like, okay, let's get together, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to come at this time and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So afterwards, we were supposed to go somewhere else, right? Not really gonna say where we were supposed to go. So it was supposed to be like a club or something, right? So I was like, okay, that's cool. So I'm waiting around on her, waiting. So I'm just like, dang, where's she at? So I'm on the phone with another friend at the time, and I'm just like, what I'm like, dang, like, where's she at? She said we were supposed to be rapping. I'm up here with my notebook ready. I done got like a couple beats on my TV. My TV used to be on the wall and everything. Home used to just be open to everybody. Stop inviting people into your home where you lay your head down. Stop it. So basically, I invited her in. You know, nothing was off limits. I had like this little puppy at the time, and he was just the cutest. But he was just so playful. And one thing about it, she was scared of my puppy. She was just so scared of my puppy, and I was just like, oh, something wrong with people if you don't like animals. Like, I feel like, why you don't like animals? Animals just like, I understand some animals aren't, you know, friendly or whatever, but it was nothing wrong with this pet. So he was, because he was just so hyper. Like, he was very hyper. Like, so I could understand in a way. But another thing, she finally get there and she come in. She was like, oh yes, I'm ready. Like, she would come with all her stuff or whatever, and like she'll have this big bag of stuff, but somehow wouldn't really have the stuff that she needed to do what she needed to do. So like, she'll be like, oh, like, say if we getting ready, she'll be like, oh, anyway, I'm gonna get there to that point. So I'm like, on the rap, we doing the rap or whatever, right? And so we find the beat. She was like, yeah, this a cool beat, but I don't really like this beat. So I was like, okay, what's wrong with this beat? You know, I just kind of feel like she wanted to pick the beat, and that's fine. I'm gonna ride that beat anyway. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like, I was just like, okay, let me, because I already knew stuff about music previously, but I said stuff, like, she would call certain stuff like a bar, which I get that, but I'll be like, a stanza. That's too much. Is that too much? I was saying, like, I was like, okay, this the first stanza, this is, she's like, what? I'm like, the first stanza, second stanza, but I get it, because it's not really a poem or whatever. I'm talking about a poem, but I get it or whatever. But I was saying it like that, but I've been like in chorus and everything, so I was just, I don't know, I'm an artsy type of person, so it's just like, she was saying bars, and I was like, okay, yeah, I guess that is the correct term for it or whatever, right? But I was just a particular type of person. Like, I wanted my music to actually go with the beat and everything. Like, I ain't gonna, like I said, she's very good, but I just felt like you weren't really supporting me. I feel like you were around me for your own gain a little bit, especially like financially a little bit, because like, people like had this certain girl, like, she had her stuff together but not all the way together. Like, she at least had like her own car, and that's fine, you ain't gotta have everything together, but it was just like, why we always coming over here? But I get it, whatever, I get it, but people don't need to be in your space. They really don't. Anyway, she like, I don't like this beat, let's pick something else. So she picked another beat. The beat was okay, but I could tell it was a beat that she had already learned, which I get it, and I'm gonna take her lead. But I'm like, hold on, girl, I gotta I'm gonna write my stuff down. Like, when I'm gonna come in at, like, okay, at 30 seconds, I'm gonna come in, right? She was like, yeah, you gonna come in at 30. So I was like, let me go to 30 seconds, let me hear it, and I'm gonna put something for the beat, because I'm not just finna be talking on the track. I'm finna actually think about this thing. And like, I liked this because I felt like this was gonna help me with social media. So I was like, okay, let's do our little thing. Let's do our little thing. So she did her little thing. Her jump, she was good now. You could tell she had already practiced it. Like, whatever. So I was just like, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. At this time, one of my other friends, like, she had seen it. I think she kind of was thinking, like, and I probably should have, like, listened to her, I guess. She was just like, are y'all really gonna get in there? Like, you know, like, are y'all really gonna get in there this time? Because it had been, like, times where she would come before and then times she would come after, like, and we'll never get in the studio. Like, what is it? What's the problem? I don't know if I wasn't up to part with her or what, but I didn't care. Like, you feel me? Yeah, so on and so forth. So I was like, okay, I'm finna say this. She was like, okay, that's good, but how about you say such and such at end? So say if I said cat, dog, mouse, rat, cat, dog, mouse, rat. She like say dog, rat, mouse, cat, dog, rat, mouse. I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that. I don't really I'm like, I don't like how that sound. Like, I kind of want to keep it how I go. She was like, how about I say what you said and then we kind of switch it out? I was like, I don't want to do that either. I was like, why don't you just say what you say and I'm gonna say what I say? She's like, okay. After, like, I wasn't letting up about that, because it's just like, we ain't finna take my stuff, because I really be in my head about what I write down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a freestyler. You get what I'm saying? I need some time to write that thing down. And because this was like around the time I had, like, just was starting, and I was like, I do need to get rid of it. And like, I noticed, like, she would put on the song and she would be like, she'll just start flowing. I was like, girl, you good at that. You gonna go somewhere. I always use it. And if I'm your friend, I'm definitely gonna hype you up, because I always want people around me that's doing a little better, like better than me, all the way to the top, because it's just like, I want to be there too. You know what I'm saying? And like, she had put out like these music videos, and I was just thinking like, oh, we gonna be able to get a music video. So I'm like, yeah. So y'all, the raps was good. She was like, okay, we're gonna do another one. So she was like, how this sound? How you think this sound? Whatever. I was like, I think it sound real good. She was like, okay. So she was like, do you want to pick one? I was like, yeah, I'll pick one. She like, okay, let's see what you gonna pick. So I picked one. She do that one. She was like, I don't know if I really like that one. You can rap. Just write something new. You get what I'm saying? She used to think like, I want to just say it in my head. I felt like almost a little bit we was competing. Cause it'd be like, right? She be like, I don't need to write it down. You can just flow from the top. I'm just like, okay. But how you gonna remember 12 songs from off of your head if you never run them down? I don't know. Maybe I can't do that. I just can't. I feel like I gotta get in there, hear some music. Like, right before I do these story times, guess what I be doing? In here listening to music, doing my makeup, doing my self-care. Like, I just can't get in front of y'all, just woke up out the bed. You get what I'm saying? I have to get the stuff together. So I'm like, it just seems like you don't like none of the stuff I'm like. It's just like, no, it's just like I like a certain style and this and this. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. We put on another song. She picked the song again, blah, 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 right? Whatever. I'm like, I'm like me. I'm like, I still need a couple seconds. She's like, you can't just do it off the head. You can't just do it off the dome. I'm like, no, I need to write it down. Cause no, girl, it seems like you just want me to be like cat, dog, mouse, rat, when a walk, talk, just like that. Like, I don't want to be just like what people think. Like, I kind of want to be complex. Like, I want to be like Damani. Like, you know how Damani be, not be like him, but you know his flow. It's like you could learn something from his music. I really love that about Damani. Damani, oh my God, like that, like he really is inspiration, especially because you watch the TV show and like that's all he wanted to do, you know. and he finally doing it, and he's great at it. I feel like, damn, like, that's good, Damani. I just started following him too, and I just feel like he's so dope. Like, he's really a lyricist for real. But anyway, on I'm sorry, I get off the topic. So I was just sitting there talking with her or whatever about it, and she was like, oh yeah, your part, like, it seemed good. But I ain't gonna lie, on some of my stuff, since we kept changing the songs and they were her songs, I was just like, let's just what I was saying, I was like, let me get a minute to ride the beat. Like, she just want to keep rapping. Almost like you trying to show off that you can rap. Girl, I already told you could rap. Like, you just got to give me some time. I told you I ain't never been in no studio before. I never did anything like this before. Like, give me some time. Can I get this? Like, dang, like like, no hate, I swear. Like, the girl's still good. And so time and time goes by, right? Next day, so we went out that night, but this a whole nother day. So we went out that night. So we at this little club or whatever, and I was just like, why we at this club? It was like I don't know. It was like this club that was just, like, I don't get why we at this club. This the same girl, y'all. This another night, same girl, right? That, let's just call her Jingle Bells. So Jingle Bells is me and her. We supposed to go another night, and we supposed to, before we go out this night, we supposed to be in the studio, which was my bedroom, with the music on and writing our music out. It almost seemed like every time she would come, like, we doing everything else except for the music. Like, she like, oh, let me do my makeup. Oh, you got something to do the wigs. Oh, let me use your stuff. Let me get, no. You finna go home. So basically, she's like, I'm like, yeah, girl, we need to get in here. So, cause when we gonna start getting in the studio, we gotta put this in the books. Like, you know, this stuff is hot shit. We gotta put this stuff in the book. She was like, and this day now, she wanted to copy shit down. Now she like, okay, what's your part? Okay, let me write your part down, let you know that's your part, this my part, that's your part, da da da. I was like, and so one of the parts she had down, it was one of mine that I wrote. So she was like, I said your name by this one, but this one's mine. Like, I was supposed to say this. She was like, oh, I must have messed it up. I hate when people be acting like they just so, like, you knew. That's my shit. Anyway, that just made my head. I'm sorry, it's no hate. I swear, I hung around people for a reason. Like, these people at one point was very good to me. You feel what I'm saying? Or it's no hate either. Like, I could say, hey, hello, how you doing? But it's just like, you could never be this close to me again. Like, we probably could never be in the same room again. Yeah. So this night, she acted different. So I was like, you know, such and such coming with us too. She like, oh, nah. She was like, is she ready now? Like, I ain't gonna get who was coming. So she was like, is she coming now? I was like, if you watch the story time about with DC in it, it's the girl in there that I was talking about. So basically, she was like, why is she coming? Like, I don't really got time for that. I was just like, well, what's the problem? You know, she was like, I just don't really want her to come. It's just like, what's the problem with her coming? I was just like, it's no big deal. I was like, that's my friend. She kind of want to come. If she want to come, she could come. You know, she was like, but is she going to be ready? I'm like, I mean, we could call her and ask her. But I was like, oh, she is right about that. Because my friend used to never be ready. So I was like, I'm going to call her and ask her. I was like, so, hey, are you coming tonight? She like, I don't know. I was like, girl, you coming tonight? Because I had asked her earlier, like, was she coming? She was like, yeah, I probably will come. Maybe not. I don't know. And I was like, okay, we about to go. So why the world did Jingle Bell just came in, was just like, is you coming tonight? We ain't finna do that tonight. It's not about you. Like, she said that to her. And I was just like, I kind of laughed because it was just like, I was kind of thinking the same thing, because it's really not about you. It's really not about you a little bit. But I was just like, not too much on her. Like, I did tell her that, but it was because in a way I kind of felt like Jingle Bells, that was true. Like, Jingle Bells got on my nerves too, but Jingle Bells was telling some truth then. So basically, she like, yeah, I'm gonna come. And so she even laughed too. The girl on the phone, she even laughed too. And that's kind of the reason why I kind of laughed too. So basically, we head over there. She was like, oh my God, like, and when is she gonna get a car? Whole time, Jingle Bells, girl, you barely had a car too, just like me. Like, it's okay. So she just like, don't do snowflake, because I love you to snow. But anyway, so but yeah, like, I'm sorry, it's so funny. You know, like, when you have, like, you be thinking like this certain thing, but you really don't say it, so you say something else to kind of throw off, because people think they know you, so I'm like, really don't. Yeah, so basically she was just telling me like, we could just go over there and pick up this certain thing first, and then we'll come back and get her, because we're really gonna be wasting time waiting on her. And at this time, me and the person that we're supposed to go pick up, the one from the other story time that I keep telling y'all, I was just basically like, I felt like our friendship was at a halt. Like, we wasn't the best of friends. And like, I think with Jingle Bells, I kind of took like, I take like information from people of all walks of life, because you never know when somebody can be around to help you. She was like, you need to start just doing everything for her. Like, it's like, you can't just always be there all the time. Like, you can go do something else. Like, you could be like, we're gonna be hanging out and you're gonna be my friend. Like, we're gonna be, I was just like, it was kind of funny, but it was flattering, because it was like, oh, she want me to be her friend, but the whole time you gotta watch out for people like that, because why do people want to come in your life and just take other people away that you've been friends with for a minute? Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. But in a way, I kind of see where Jingle Bells was kind of coming from, because now I kind of see where, like, I kind of keep people in my life that really shouldn't be, like, or like, you keep them, you don't have a boundary. Like, it's certain boundaries, and like, back then it was no boundaries. But everybody had boundaries for me, but I had no boundaries for nobody else. And that was the problem. So she was like, I was like, she say she ready. Like, chill out. Like, for real, just chill out. Like, you ain't got to keep saying nothing. Because it's just like, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she acting fake because she around her. I swear, I don't want nobody to be like that, because I ain't got to act fake for nobody. Like, I could tell you whatever I got to say. So she like, okay, let's go over there. Let's go over there. So basically, she was like, and I think she maybe said something about she wasn't getting in the back seat. So anyway, when we pull up over there to the girl house or whatever, she like, I think before she got in the car, she was like, I'm not getting in no back seat. I'm not getting in no back seat. She was like, and my back seat used to be very dirty. Like, I used to keep a lot of stuff, because I used to feel like I was gonna need it eventually, because we used to be out all the time. So I was like, I'm gonna eventually need something that's in this back seat. So she was like, Grandma and Grandpa, click off right now. Click off right now. Because while my brother was showing my grandma and my grandpa my stuff, I see them, they in the kitchen watching it on the big screen. Oh my God, y'all. It's some stuff like, oh, I think I'm going to leave some stuff out of this. But anyway, so basically, my brother kind of messy. You really messy, just anyway. I'm just playing. Let them watch my stuff, because granddaddy gonna like that I implemented that scripture. But anyway, I was like, where was I at? They get me so out of here. Where was I at? Yeah, so anyway, so it was like some static about who was gonna be in the front seat. So I was like, that is my best, like, I'm like, that is my very, very close friend. So I had kind of told her like to get, I think I did. I no, I'm gonna tell the truth. I let them figure that out. I don't think I told nobody to do anything. I just let them figure that out. And so, because in a way, I kind of did want Jingle Bells to kind of get in the back, because it was just like, you just now coming in. But I still let them figure it out, because it's just like, I ain't got time for that. But I think she was like, I could just get in the back. I could get in the back or whatever. Da, 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 da. But Jingle Bells was kind of treating her some type of way. But I've been around people with the girl who we picked up, and I've been treated any type of way too. But only thing that kept me sane was because I had to ride. So that meant like, not sane, but what made the people that she would bring along respect me a little more is because I was the one driving. You get what I'm saying? Let me clear it up. So just because I was driving, they had to respect me, because you couldn't disrespect me in my own car because you was gonna get out. So yeah, so I be trying not to say stuff inside so mean, because I be going back listening to my video. I was like, ooh, the whole tone for that video was kind of off. I don't want to put that in the universe, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, so we in the car, we head there, whatever. So I'm like, where we going? So what's the name? Jingle Bells had all the moves or whatever. So I'm like, okay, Jingle Bells, where we going? Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, so she like, let's just call it Lazy Town. She like, let's go to Lazy Town. Let's go to Lazy Town. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's where you want to go. So Fred in the back, she's still like, I don't know, I forgot who actually sat in the front. No, actually, Jingle Bells at that point had got in the back, and then I don't know, I'm kind of forgetting who sat in the front and who was in the back. I swear to God, like, I think Jingle Bells was in the front, and then what's her name was just like, it's okay, I'll sit in the back, and she just kind of scooped the stuff over. Yeah, but I gotta go say this too about the front seat thing. Oh, it was just, who cares who sit in the front seat? Anyway, like, this ain't none of y'all, like, nobody ain't even put no gas in here. Like, it's just get somewhere and sit down. I kind of felt like the girl who, like I said, our friendship was kind of clashing. She kind of stood there waiting for her to get out, and so Jingle Bells was like, Jingle said, girl, get in the bag. Just scoot that stuff. Jingle Bells was like, girl, scoot that stuff over and get in the bag. Jingle Bells like, you even pop me out my shit. Anyway, so she was like, so the whole time the girl that was sitting in the back, she never really said anything, because it was just like, I don't know. I think she felt some type of way, but I was like, that's between them, because I'm not getting in between. It don't seem like I'm choosing. Like I said, the girl in the back seat, we was having static or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's weird. She ain't really saying nothing. So I'm like, so what you want to do? She like, it don't matter. I'm just down for the ride. And she just doing like this smile, like, just kept doing that. So basically, she like, just say where you want to go. Jingle Bells like, just say where you want to go. And like, Jingle Bells, she had gotten, at this time, like, I ain't smoking nothing. Like, nah, I ain't smoking. But basically, she was like, I think Jingle Bells was like a little high. So Jingle Bells was like, I don't know, Jingle Bells was kind of doing a little bit too much. So I was just like, why are you doing all of that? Like, it just chill out. Like, she really was doing a lot. So anyway, we pull up to the place, but I never had been to this place, but it was like in the hood, y'all. I'm like, girl, what we doing over here? She like, don't worry about it. It's just, this and this and that and that. Like, everybody ain't here. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody here. She was like, I know it ain't open right now. Everybody coming, like, just, chill. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I noticed, and I'm looking around. I'm like, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of cars just pull in. So I'm like, okay. And I'm starting to notice, like, the people that's getting out the car was like, and there's nothing wrong with these people, but it was just like a whole bunch of, it was a certain club. And I'm like, girl, why we here? Why, like, I swear there's nothing wrong with it, because these certain set of people be having so much fun. I swear to God, like, it was fun. But I think they was kind of looking at us weird, like, why they here? They was looking at us weird, like, why we were there or whatever. So I was just like, whatever, we here, let's just go. But she ended up saying, like, it was what type of club it was when we was there sitting there. But I'm like, shoot, we done came all the way over here, now let's just go in. So we go in or whatever. We basically go to this table or whatever. And so we just sitting up there, we dancing, we talking. I'm leaving some stuff out because I know my granddaddy and my grandma watching. We dancing, doing all of this or whatever, right? So one of her friends came over, and so basically she was like, how do I explain this without, okay, the person who it was, I'm gonna just say the person who it was somebody she basically had talked about while we was like kind of doing our raps and stuff. And then like she would be kind of like getting off topic about what we really supposed to be doing. So she was like, such and such want to come out tonight, but I don't feel like dealing with them. Like, and I don't want to say, you know, like, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to offend anyone because I don't know what he went by. I never asked. So it was just like, not what he or she, so I'm just saying they. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't want to give him something, give he or she something. Well, anyway, y'all just, I'm just saying they. I'm sorry. So basically, please forgive me. Y'all, what should I say? Please, can y'all tell me what should I say? Because get me right, because if I never asked what the person wanted to be. So yeah. So basically the person came over there to the table, whatever, and they just like looking around. They just like had, their attitude was like very like mean to us or whatever. And I was just like, you know, well, let me take that back. It wasn't like really mean. It was just kind of like, who is these people? Like, you ain't supposed to bring them here. Like, it was just kind of like, who are them? Who are they? I'm sorry, y'all. But I was just like, you know, I'm finna go get a drink or whatever. And so, you know, I'm finna get a drink. So, Jingle Bells was like, she knew, like, she wasn't finna ask me for no drink. So she started asking the friend that we bought with us. She like, can you get me a drink? She was like, yeah, I could get you a drink. So I was like, I looked at what's that? I was like, I don't know. I just was like, cause like she couldn't go ask me for no drink. Cause I don't know. I just felt like Jingle Bells was the type to kind of get over a little bit. And you weren't finna get over on me. Sorry, babe. Sorry, not sorry. You weren't finna get over on me. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, but I just kind of really didn't say anything or whatever. Because I was like, if she wanted to talk about her, asking her to buy a drink, she'll come to me and tell me. So basically, we go back to the table. She bring the drink or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So the friend that was in the back, the one staticky, the friendship that was static, for this story time we call her static. So basically static was like, she wanted to go get another drink. So what's her name asked her to get another drink for her too as well. So I'm like, all right, now it seems like you trying to use my friend a little bit. Jingle Bells a little bit trying to use a bit. This bit think static Santa Claus. Let's call static Santa Claus and Jingle Bells. I said, damn, that bitch must think, Jingle Bells must think she's Santa. Cause like, she gonna keep buying you drinks, and you gonna be like, yeah, I can do it. But also, she was a nice person too. And I feel like that's why we was friends for so long, because she was such a nice, easygoing person. So was I. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm just sitting there and I'm just thinking about it. And everybody drinking their drinks or whatever. So basically, somehow the drinks on the table had gotten mixed up or something. Something happened with the drinks. So one of the other people at the table had took the drink. Like, took one of the drinks and drunk it. Because I feel like they was just waiting on us to buy the drinks in the first place. Like, they were like, are y'all done with these? And they got the drink and they started drinking them. And I was just kind of like, I'm not no big drinker. So it was just like, if y'all want to lick the ice in the cups and do all of that, keep I guess. But, yeah. And not to just say that, it wasn't just because it was this certain type of club. It was regular. It was like people who was like, what would you call it? all type of people in it, but it was really like a club for certain people, but still people who were, you know, bi, straight, all this in there too. Like, I don't know what you call it. What do I say without offending somebody? I swear, like, please let me know if I'm saying something wrong. Get me together. Get me together. Get me together. Anyway, so yeah. So basically it was just like, I don't know, here I am feeling used again. Like, we supposed to be done got them raps. Mind you, we ain't even got in the studio. So basically, somebody had come to the table and was like, hey, these tables are for somebody else. Could y'all please move to another table? So we like, oh, okay. We gathering our little stuff up. I'm like, dang, we been here for like 30 minutes. They ain't say nothing. Like, we in there dancing, throwing a little, shaking a little tail feather like my granddaddy be saying. And then, like, it was just like, they just asked us to come and move. So I'm like, what's going on? You get like, why we gotta move? So we end up moving to the other side, right? And so we end up seeing somebody that one of the friends that the friend Santa. So basically Santa was basically, I know I gave Santa her name at the end of the story time, but Santa was like, oh, I see somebody I know them, right? I know them. She was like, I was like, oh, really, for real? So at this time, I ain't really paying that no mind. I'm just kind of like seeing, I'm just peeping stuff and I'm just chilling out or whatever, right? So